So, all of the people I'm pissed off at, who I once considered friends, I'm pissed off at because they didn't keep their word. They told me they loved me and showed me that they don't. What they care about is pretty girls, drugs, and money. That's all fine and dandy, ain't it? Because this shit's not happening to you. You're not separated from your family, peer. You're not separated from your family and friends. Neither are you, Alicia. Neither are you, Kaytee Cahill. See, here's the thing. It's not just Kaytee Cahill. It's not just Rayanna Ingersoll. It's not just Jerry Sparks. It's not just Danica Garner. It's not just Shelley Campbell. It's not just Veronica Randall. A lot of people did not keep their word. I'm not allowed to be angry at them. They're allowed to be angry at me, but I'm not allowed to be angry. They're allowed to have sex. I'm not even allowed to find somebody attractive. Their reasons are valid reasons and mine are excuses. Right? Getting just one goddamn person who could do something to actually do something. That's where the disability issue comes in. Instead of keeping their word, these people all made it worse. When? Kaytee Cahill? When are you, in your busy schedule of not actually giving a fuck, going to find the time to actually give a fuck and write a goddamn report? Well, that comes up with another issue. Where does that report even go? Who do I send it to? The FBI won't listen. The cops in Colorado won't listen. They're too busy covering up for the wrongdoing, both before and after Natalie was killed. Same thing with the police in Nebraska. Meanwhile, these officers and the things that they did to cover up their wrongdoing prevent me from seeing my loved ones. Fuck you! I got half a mind to drive to Chapel, Nebraska. I know I got warrants there, but I got loved ones there too. I'm willing to die for my loved ones. I'm willing to die just to see my loved ones. Do they give a fuck? Hell no, they're not even willing to speak up. Peer, you fucking coward. Now, Kaytee Cahill, you claim you had experience in the legal system. Maybe you know where it is that I can send this stuff to. Kaytee Cahill. Maybe you, who claimed that you would represent me in court way last year. Maybe you, who can't find the time to even talk to me one-on-one, to listen to what's going on. You, who doesn't have the time to even write a goddamn police report. How are you going to defend me in court? How are you, in the state of Illinois, or Iowa, or wherever the fuck you're at, going to keep your word to represent me? See, while I was waiting on you to keep your word, I wasn't just sitting on my ass waiting. I was trying to find someone, just one person, out of everyone I know, one person who wasn't completely full of shit. Aunt B is full of shit. Derek Parrish is full of shit. Kaytee Cahill, you're full of shit. If you're not full of shit, prove me wrong. instead of getting mad at me for telling the truth. Everybody's fine with me telling the truth till I tell the truth about them. Kaytee Cahill. You could have written a report last year. You were too fucking lazy to do so. It didn't affect your life in the least bit. Meanwhile, you not keeping your word did affect mine. Shannon Alvarado not keeping her word did affect mine. Michael Ignatius not keeping his word did affect mine. Rihanna Ingersoll not keeping her word did affect mine. Same thing with Lana and Amanda and Miss Jerry. How many of those people took the time to find out what the fuck was going on? Then there's Dan Faber. I explained that I need people to communicate with me in an effective fashion, and texting is not effective. So I get this wingnut who won't do anything but text. And then she's the go-between for me and Dan Faber, who again did not keep his word. Meanwhile, these guys, I asked them to take screenshots of the things that I don't have access to. The slander in these groups that resulted in people threatening and harassing me since Natalie's death. Did they? No. Shannon Alvarado, she knows what group I'm in charge of. She repeatedly sends me screenshots of shit I already have. I took those screenshots. If I'm capable of doing it, I do it. I'm not asking you to do the things that I've already done. I blocked Shannon Alvarado on my Facebook because she wasn't keeping her word. Days and days and days and days and days of not keeping her word. Weeks and months of not keeping her word. And then when I challenge her and insult her, that's when she's going to do something. Oh, Sean, I'll do something now. Really? I have to be an asshole to you in order to get you to keep your word? That's stupid. However, I also know that that's effective. That's the reason that I've been doing exactly that since being fucking harassed by those goddamn wingnuts over what happened in Virginia. I've been speaking out because if you don't speak out, nothing changes. Miss Peach is fucked up pretty good. But she recognizes that she fucked up and she does something about it. Kaytee Cahill, what's she going to do? She's going to talk about doing it for the next 6 months. Or she's going to get pissed off and block me for calling her out for not keeping her word. You called me a liar. Well, you fucking lied. Meanwhile, the people who called me a liar, I posted up videos of them calling me a liar. And then you look just a couple of videos down with them, and they admit to the things that they called me a liar about. Maybe instead of calling me a liar, you should have told the truth to begin with. Now, I had my name slandered worldwide, and I was assaulted repeatedly for it. I was arrested repeatedly for trying to speak out. I was assaulted by police officers for trying to get them to take a report. I was forcibly injected with drugs for trying to get a police officer there to take my report. I was assaulted in multiple hospitals for trying to get the police to take a report. Matter of fact, the Scottsbluff Hospital, I was sent there as a punishment for speaking out against the person who was supposed to do her job and didn't. That woman's name is Jen Beebe. I tried to kill myself a week earlier over what the police and Bollingers put me through. I was there to try to force the police to take a goddamn report. Because I'd rather have the police take a report than fucking kill myself. But I don't have anything worth living for. My name was slandered worldwide, and I was never allowed to defend myself against these goddamn predators. I hope their deaths are excruciating and slow. Just because I'm not willing to kill you doesn't mean you don't deserve death. We're all gonna die. Every one of us are fucking sinners. The difference between you and me is that I admit my sins. I don't try to force my sins on others and pretend that it's their fault that I sin. No, I choose to sin. I was given no other choice or recourse. Between hearing what I had to say in Virginia and slandering my name, Natalie chose to slander my name, and so did Alicia. Between hearing what I had to say and slandering my name, Maddie Boa chose to slander my name. I must be wrong, even though I'm sober. Natalie and Alicia must be right, even though they're on heroin. I must be wrong, even though I'm sober. But Maddie Boa must be right because she's on meth. I called you out because you didn't keep your goddamn word. It didn't take Kara Johnson a whole year to slander my name in the courtroom. It didn't. She didn't even have to show up to court to do so. Meanwhile, the police will not take my report, and I can't make a report now because I would have to go to Colorado to attend court, and I would be prevented from going to court because of these warrants. I shouldn't have had to break the law. The police should have taken my report in January when I was letting them know that I was being assaulted. That was January of last year. I tried to let them know what was going on before that. Multiple officers who blew me off. Go fuck yourself.